Lies, lies, and more lies. That's all we get. That's all we get from this administration, from this president, from the pulpit. Lies, lies, and more lies. Lies from Netanyahu. Lies from Israel. Lies from Palestine as they murder innocent people over and over and over. And a lot of people consent to it. Say, well, they're the chosen. They're the chosen people. They're not chosen for anything, I'll tell you right now. They're not the birthright. They don't have the proper lineage. It's a mixture. None of them have the birthright. Oh, okay, they're from Abraham. Big friggin' deal. Don't mean nothing. There's a whole bunch of people from Abraham. 12 tribes of the house of Israel. There you go. And you have a whole lot of other people. So why are they chosen? Why are they chosen? It's just a big fraud. It's just a big lie. And most Americans have bought into it. There's so many problems, so much deception in this world, you can't hardly keep track of it. We got it going in this country really bad. ICE is way outside of the scope of their mandate. They were only going to go after the worst of the worst. Do you realize they're deporting people who are been for decades, and their children who are adults born in America? You know that thing called anchor babies that they want to get rid of? You think it's going to stop there? If you think it's going to stop there, you got another thing coming. It ain't going to stop there. They'll eventually come after every constitutionalist. They will come after every Christian. The big, beautiful bill, it's all there. It's all in the big, beautiful bill. You know, Palantir, billions to Israel to oversee it, to oversee every part of each and every one of us, 24/7. They'll know what you buy. They'll know about your health. They'll know what's in your bank account. They'll know where you went yesterday. And they're going to know where you're going to go tomorrow. They'll know everything about you. They'll know if you've ever been involved in any patriot movements. They'll know if you ever were a member of the NRA. They will know if you have guns, firearms in the house. And they will know all about red flag laws and how to institute them. They're going to be able to track you and do everything they want. It's in Trump's big, beautiful bill. Digital currency. That's just the beginning of a cashless society. And they will control it. And they will control your entire life. Get used to it. That's Donald Trump for you. And there's so many other things. Good grief. He has violated everything that he stood for on his campaign. Why? Because he's an Ashkenazi Jew. And he takes orders from Bibi Netanyahu. And then you have law enforcement in this country, which every day they get a little more dictatorial. Have you noticed how they all say you got to have your ID or you are obstructing justice? Where did that come from? Don't you know poop flows downhill? All your senators and congressmen that are all got dual citizenship with Israel that want to enslave you. They control the DOJ. The FBI has its learning centers called fusion centers for all law enforcement in this country. And they teach them this stuff. Then you got the judges who will enforce it. Then you have the prosecuting attorneys, the district attorneys, who will enforce it. You think you're going to get away? Not unless you do something. Not unless you really repent. And you know what? I'm sad to say, the American people have sold their birthright for a pot of porridge, just like Esau did. Just so you can have. You elected Trump. Why? Why? He had all these promises. Do you remember what he said? Everybody's going to be rich. We're all going to be wealthy. That's the pot of porridge. And you went with it. Now, I can understand it because he said everything that you wanted to hear. I voted for him 3 times. There's few things that'll set me off and I'll figure it out real quick. Obama, he took down the barrier, the wall between our taxes and abortion. That was it for me. I knew absolutely what he was all about. You know, it did it for me for Trump more than anything. There's a few things that started bothering me. But when he told Netanyahu, basically, go kill all the Palestinians. And then, of course, I'm not going to bomb Iran, and I bombed Iran, and he did it again today. And, oh God, the Epstein files. We will disclose everything in the Epstein files. Then what does he say? The Epstein files? You still talking about that? Huh. What a condescending son of a bitch. Purely condescending. You're still talking. Oh, never mind. It was a big thing on his campaign trail. What happened to Kash Patel? What happened to Dan Bongino? What happened to Pam Bondi? They all drank the Kool-Aid, or they were part of the conspiracy from the beginning. People, you have no idea. The vast majority of people, they go about their day, and they don't want to hear it. You know what? Religion and politics don't mix. Nah, leave me out of it. Oh, you conspiracy theorist. Then they go to the store and they go, what the hell is going on? Their price is still going up. Gas is still going up. Oh, well, I can live with it. I'll figure it out. Then you start getting knocks on your door, or your bank account is froze, or any other number of things that will absolutely cripple you. Then you go, what the hell? Then it's too late. You know, it's just too late. There's a myriad of things that is coming down the pike. Not to mention four more mRNAs, mRNA vaccinations. And you don't think a mandate will come? Think again. There'll be a mandate that everybody get the shot. You don't think so? Well, you're stupider than I thought if you don't think so. Child Protective Services. How can you let somebody come and take your children, knowing what you know? Child Protective Services, they are the biggest trafficker of children in the world. And the vast majority of them, like 90%, disappear. Parents never, ever see them again. Never do. Never see them again. And you let it happen. The neighbors, wow, what are the cops doing from that house? They must have done something wrong. See, that's the attitude. You should get your cameras out and go find out. And when the cops say, get out of here, you say, fuck you very much. Just fuck you very much. That's what you say. People, every one of you need to get armed to the teeth. Because that's all they're going to know. They're going to continue to kick doors in. ICE, oh my God, you think they're just getting started. You know, they've already gone way past their mandate. the scope of their mandate. Way, way past it. Major news isn't reporting on it. And if you don't know where to look, you'll never find out. But take my word for it, they're way past the scope of their mandate, what Trump originally said, which makes him another fucking liar. The DOJ is a bunch of fucking liars. They're all liars. The whole government's a liar. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'll tell you what. I will protect with everything I have my own. And I will protect my neighbors with everything I have. Yes, I will.